Hey family, this is Dr. Oliver T. Reed, the Relationship Architect, and I'm on Saturday Spotlight.
Dr. Reed, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How you doing, Frank?
I am great. Thank you so much for coming to Spotlight. Tell us about the Relationship Architect, where they came from, and what you're doing.
Well, the Relationship Architect came from a series of me working with a lot of things. I kept finding myself saying, hey, I'm doing this, that, and the other, and a little bit everywhere. So people were like, what do you actually do? And so one day I was taking an assessment with a life coach, and we kind of figured out that I am a builder of relationships. Anything that I do is relationship oriented. It's always geared and centered to people. It's always something that I'm striving to do is building relationships. So I do 4 main areas: relationship with God, relationship with self, relationship in business, and relationship platonic and romantic.
Awesome. So, as a relationship architect, what are the goals that you have in the near future, and what do you have going on?
Man, I got a little bit of everything going on. My goals in the future is to get everybody to looking at their relationships from the inside out rather than the outside in. I think we live in a day and date time, Frank, the host, where people are actually just looking at the outside, then trying to work their way back in the inside. So if I can shape a generation or way of thinking to look at relationships from the inside out, then I think we can preserve our marriages, our relationship with our children and our families. So I got a little bit of everything going on. I have games, I got books, I got conferences, and just coaching that I do in the community and speaking across the country and around the world, just letting people know that people are connected to solutions and solutions are connected to people.
Okay. Sweet. So you said something about the interview, and we know that you have something very special. Go ahead and share it.
Man, I'm like a kid at the candy store when I say this. This is an interview game right here. They ain't ready. We got cards, we got books, we got programs. So this is what this is. And I might have to crack these open. So I got about 29 cards, 116 questions, and 6 categories to ask the hard questions in your relationship. Because if you ever been at a cookout in a relationship, you like, when am I going to bring this issue up? Or I really want to get to know the person, but it's always an awkward moment. So what I created was a game that allows you to do that as a couple. For game night, you can do it in guys against girls. You can do it with married couples against other married couples, or you can do it at a conference as a host.
Dope. So this game is it out now?
Yeah, this game is out. You can actually go to www.interviewgame.com. That's INNERVIEW. You can get that fully branded on Instagram, social media, we all over the place. You can get this game, and I'm telling you, it's changing the game. It really is changing the game and changing date night all over the world.
Dope. Cool. Now, one thing that I do, and you have it up here, I have it over there right now, that I admire about you, and you helped me write my book too. I want to talk about you being an author.
Yes.
So you have that. You have the interview game, or the interview game, the book right there, right?
Yep. And let me share a little bit about this. This is a book that actually helps you segment the game, so you can start and stop. You can play for 30 minutes. You can take this in sections, because we know that relationships takes time, so you're not going to be able to do all this in one setting. So we got all kind of things in the inside of this, where you can keep score, frequently asked questions. I kind of try to think ahead to where you play in a small group or a large group, you have this game in that book. Yeah.
All right, so talk about your books. Talk about the books. Now, we were focusing on the game and this right here, relationship books, but how many books have you published?
I've published about 20 books. It's been 20 books.
20 books, and how many bestsellers?
Out of them, I want to say about 6 or 7 of them are bestsellers.
6 or 7. Most people can't get to 1.
Right. Man, God just blessed me. It's 6 or 7 bestsellers.
6 or 7 bestsellers, and I'm quite sure you're probably working on something else too.
Oh, you know it. I'm working on something now. I actually got 2 books coming out before the end of the year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's about relationships?
Yeah, 2 of them are. One is an anthology. If you know my brother Kelly Cole, he has an anthology called This Is Us, and it's Stories of Triumph. So I have a chapter in that anthology book. So all writers out there realize that you don't necessarily have to write your own book. You can partner with other people. So I'm doing that. And then I'm also coming out with a book called Effective Relationship Communications to Ignite Relationships. So I'm working with another guy on that named Chip Baker, Coach Chip Baker out of Texas. We're working on something to show people how to ignite their relationships. So it's all about this relationship case that I'm in.
Most definitely. Dr. Reed, tell us really quick about what you got in the near future, and what do you see as goals that you have for the next few years?
Man, that's a great question. The next few years, I really want to have these intimate sessions around the country. I've been blessed to go around and be on 4 continents, do what I do. And I found out that there's certain things like pain, triumph, joy, victories that's a common thread. And no matter where we come from, we face these battles, these internal struggles. So my biggest thing is to help people realize that you ain't by yourself. Number one, that you don't have to suffer in silence. You don't have to be this lone ranger or this specialist to bear your own pain, that we bring men together. So I'm going to be doing a lot of conferences in the past. A lot of people don't know ministry is the first in my heart, just in different ways. So I'm going to be gathering people and doing things in small, intimate sessions for leaders. My goal, I'm also exploring film. I'm excited about that. I've been asked to star in a couple movies that's coming up, and that's always been an aspiration, as well as turning my books into movies. So if you follow me, shameless plug, you'll be seeing a lot of me doing film and also turning things into film. And this year I've already set on a couple sets of movies, and I'm excited about that. Also, we're taking the interview game to an entirely different level. Watch out. We're going to be mobile and global soon. And so we're going to be doing some things there. And then even in a corporate sector, in the corporate arena, we're doing some things and really empowering the community. I talk to you all the time, Frank, the host, I love what you're doing. It's really getting into the community and being a solution. So it's a lot up my sleeve. I think that every situation, we need to have an emergency room. I can't say everything, but we need to have an emergency room or ER to go to. So look out for that in the near future.
Great. You said a lot right there, but in closing, can you give the people some encouragement?
Yeah, I always say that you are not what you touched, but you are imprinted by what you hold on to. I'm learning that every day, that I've been through some stuff, some rough spots, some rough patches, but I don't have to be that thing that I touch. As long as I hold it, as long as my hand is clutched, I become that thing. But as soon as I can release it and move on with my life, it's the best thing. Also, I would say document everything. I'm in the season currently of loss. I've been experiencing a lot of loss. And at first, I was like, hey, man, I need to kind of cover this thing up, cover this loss up. But God told me to really, and I want to share this with everybody, to start taking pictures of some of the things I lost. Because it's just as important as my victory is the times when I lost some things. And so I've been documenting things that I've lost here recently, because when you get to the other side, and those that are watching this video, when God restores you, or the business project is off the ground, everything is restored. You made this goal that you achieved. Some people are not going to believe that you went through what you went through, so you have to provide them with social proof, and it's also a part of your journey.
Awesome. Cool. Favorite food?
My favorite food, man. Soul food, all of it.
All of it?
Yeah, I love it all.
Favorite drink?
Favorite drink, man. My favorite drink, man. It's called Guambe. I had that in the Bahamas. And if you don't know what that is, it's called Guambe, and it's addictive. It's like liquid crack. It's amazing.
All right, favorite place you ever traveled?
Favorite place I ever traveled has to be Africa.
Africa?
Africa and Colombia. They're kind of neck and neck.
Oh yeah? Tell us about Africa.
Man, Africa was nice, man. Just a connection when I got there. The people, the heart, it was almost like coming back, like a family reunion. That you feel, and just the vastness of everything, and just the people from all spectrum of life, just really working together was really powerful. And my second best, I think the neck and neck is Colombia. Colombia, the food, the fellowship, just the hospitality is amazing. I got treated like a king in both places.
Awesome. Father of 4. Yeah,
blended family.
Beautiful wife. Ma, call Ma.
Yes, beautiful wife. I have my wife. We have 4 kids together, and we hail from the great city right now. We're in Manassas. And I know we had talked about earlier, moving along, you talked about how, this thing that's going on. What's the name of the guy?
Charlamagne the God.
Charlamagne the God was talking about black men don't cheat. And I'm telling you, I definitely really want to share that that's definitely true. Every black man is not a cheater. And that's so important to love our kings as men and to undergird the situations that they're in. And I've been on both sides. So I wanted to kind of share that you can actually be restored. I don't know if anybody's talking about that piece. Maybe you've done something one time and that's been your identification. And I think we get stuck there a lot of times, frankly. Once you do it, always done it. Once a cheater, always a cheater. You don't have to walk, like I said earlier, under the stigma, the prison, or the captivity of the words or the deeds that you've done in your last season. Because everybody don't know your story, so you can write the narrative and you can change. So I'm gonna say that all black men don't cheat, and if you have cheated, you can reverse that cycle. You can come out of that, and guess what? You can be forgiven, and actually you can break the cycle so it don't pass to your next generation.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Cool. Nothing else said. Thank you so much for being on Saturday Spotlight.
And this is dope.